We don't know her. Chris Evans exposed Meg's Portugal trip after he and Alba refused to selfie with her. Chris Evans and Alba Baptista were spotted by fans on a flight from Portugal to Boston amid rumours that they were having a second wedding abroad. The 42-year-old Captain America actor and the 26-year-old warrior nun star, who got married in Boston a couple of weeks ago, were photographed by fans while sitting in business class seats during the flight that left Lisbon. Right after Chris Evans and Alba's trip, Meghan's PR agency released the rumour that Meghan and Harry hang with the famous duo on secret Portugal trip. A Portuguese magazine reported last week that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex visited the village of Melides, where Princess Eugenie has a home after wrapping up the Invictus Games 2023 last month. Meanwhile, the Hollywood newlyweds jetted off to Alba's homeland for their honeymoon, where they ran into the former royal couple. The secret soiree was reported by a tipster to celebrity gossip account Deux Moi on Instagram. Can confirm Chris Evans and Alba were in Portugal on their honeymoon, read the tip. Saw them there in deep conversation with Harry and Meghan. Looked like Alba and Meghan were bonding particularly well, it concluded. However, in a follow-up story, Chris Evans' representative had sent an email alleging the double date sighting was false and that it was made up by Meghan and Harry's company. The rep said, "Hey Deux Moi, for your information, that sighting sent in of Chris and Alba chatting with Harry and Meghan is a fake. Meghan and Harry indeed went to Portugal and accidentally met Chris and Alba, who were on vacation here. But the couple didn't know who the Harkles were when they were asked by Meghan to take a photo. Chris and Alba refused because their honeymoon was private. Perhaps that's the reason Meghan's side said she was chatting with Chris." Regarding the hot topic last week of the Harkles' Portugal trip, Lady C and her fans also had a very heated discussion. A fan asked Lady C, did the Harkles go to Portugal to visit Eugenie? Also, do you know why the Harkles started rumours of their marriage being on the rocks? Harry seeing divorce lawyers and Harry not living with Markle. What was the endgame for the dastardly duo? Lady C responded, "My understanding is that there were huge problems between Eugenie and Jack as a result of Harry and Meghan's conduct. Also, if it were true, Harry did call in the lawyers, and they've achieved some level of denouement, which they clearly have. It's possible this is my speculation only, because what I've been told doesn't make any sense, that Harry doesn't know what's going on. I think Meghan knows what's going on. They were shaken by the failing of their enterprise. Remember when I told you that they had plans to separate their brand? I was told this by someone who knows Ari Emanuel. Separating brands and themselves is not the same thing. I've heard from so many reliable sources that the marriage is in trouble. And it's possible the visit to Portugal was a reconciliation visit and not a romantic one. It wasn't a long visit. The problem with Harry and Meghan is you can't believe anything they say. Most information that comes out comes from them, and we just don't know what's really happening. Whether their marriage will ever flourish the way it did in the early days would be in question.